Well, there's that. So I guess let's just get it going.
Never miss another live stream again. Hit that subscribe button, ring that notification bell, and click see all notifications.
What's the motherfucking deal? South Nation, I hope y'all are having a good evening. The Rockets just took an L, but at the same time the Rockets were taking the L. H-Town representative Jamal Charlo getting the W. So I guess that's a bittersweet. Yeah, Rocket Chris Paul worried too much. He was talking to the damn refs too much. But let's let's get this thing cracking. Y'all know how it goes, man. We start off with the roll call. So man, if you are not from the city, make sure you shout out where you from. If you are from the city, shout out your side with pride. I ain't even finna give it all options. Hey. Yep. The Rockets did not take off tonight. But shout out to Ashmel Trejo. Thank you for the super chat, super love, man. I appreciate it. I'm gonna be honest though, this is a game the Rockets needed because the Rockets haven't been playing great basketball in the last few weeks. I mean, prior to the playoffs, they were not playing Rockets basketball. I don't know what it is. I don't know what kind of little funk they're in. I'm telling you, then it's Muthaf, man. Like even these two games, the Rockets have been about the same. They've been about 1-0 something the last few games or whatever. And they played great defense one game. They played ass defense this game. The first game was just kind of, it was what it was. They did what they had to do. But again, there's some things you got to look at and stuff that I've been telling y'all. I'm not even really upset about the game, honestly. Like, there's no reason to be mad. You know what I'm saying? There's no, God, stop. Like, one, don't overreact, okay? Like, don't overreact. Chill out. Like, I'm explaining to y'all why there's no reason to even get upset about it. But first, I got to show y'all some love. So make sure, like I said, shout out your side with pride. Represent where you're from. So what's the motherfucking deal? Ashmel, Real Family, Austin Tucker, Voodoo Child, Tony Texas, Rigo, DeMarcus Johnson, James Harden, Zachariah Hereda. Let me see. Tell y'all, man, don't worry about it. Kellum boys, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. There's absolutely nothing to be upset about. Okay? So, how you gonna get mad about them? You can't, because they have a couple of bad games. We get irrational, but in the whole season they play excellent. Well, PJ Tucker played excellent pretty much the whole season. Should definitely be a first team all defensive guy. You're not looking on PJ Tucker for offense. You're looking for what he does on the other end of the board. He just didn't have a great game. He got a little rolled up. Can't be too mad at that. Gordon now, if Gordon's not off, if Gordon can't score points, then Gordon he's out of there. There's nothing. Maybe lose one game in the playoffs. Chill out. We have the best record of the league. This is what you guys have to realize. The Wolves, and I've been telling you guys this, are a 3-seed team before Butler goes down. They're gonna ball. They had a fucking record. You get your mark my words, Brian. You get it. And see, this is the thing I'm worried. This is what you got to understand, though. Oh, yeah, first I got to fix these minutes here, right here. But this is what y'all got to understand, man, is that the Timberwolves hadn't had a game in that building, 14 years? Something like that? Since KG was in that bitch? They lose one. They're a good team. We've been telling y'all they're a good team since the jump. I've been saying this since the very first game. The Timberwolves are a good team. We've just been beating the brakes off of them. So you're talking about a team with Jimmy Butler, Andrew Wiggins, Teague, Crawford, Gibson. These are all names that you're quite familiar with for a reason. Karl Anthony Towns. This is a good team. They're just not as good as the Rockets. They're going to get, but every dog gets their day. You're telling me in 7 games, it took them 7 games to beat the Rockets one time. We played 7 times in a season. 7 times in one season. And they finally got a win. Y'all worried about, y'all are upset about that? Like, that's irrational, man. It has nothing to do with that. It has nothing to do with it. Like I say, you get a team that they didn't seen you enough times, it's all Gucci. Yeah, there was nothing to worry about. They have more passion than we did tonight. tonight was something special for them. You know what I mean? Like I say, they haven't had a playoff in that building in forever. Okay? Rockets just played ass on defense. You got to realize the Timberwolves shot 56% from behind the arc. Tell me when they're going to do that again. Please tell me you expect them to do that for the rest of this series and think that that's a legitimate foundation to stand on. It's not going to happen, man. Everything just fell in place. It was an emotional night for them. You know, they got the fucking victory. Give them credit. Like, that's a talented team. Like, again, should be the number 3 seed because we saw that Portland wasn't a real number 3 seed. If Jimmy Butler doesn't get hurt earlier in the year or when we play them, they're going to be a number 3 seed. They end out the year the number 3 seed. And so that is a solid team they're playing. Just because there's an 8 in front of their name, everybody's overreacting. Oh, we're losing to an AC team. Oh, it's a damn good team. They had a fucking, 18, 19 game home fucking record, like streak, because they're a good home team. We went back to their house. They haven't had a playoff game in over a decade. It's okay. It's more excitement and energy just to get riled up for that. They know that they're not going to beat the Rockets. They know that they ain't got the juice. We done came there and kicked their ass too many times. They had one wired up ass session. The Rockets are going to get some practice in. They're going to get comfortable, get their bearings back about them. Take these fucking 2 games. The Rockets did y'all a favor, man. See, y'all tripping, man. Y'all don't even realize, man. Y'all don't even realize the Rockets out there doing y'all a favor and y'all mad. The Rockets trying to help y'all have a better celebration. You know what I'm saying? Y'all out there, but y'all want them to win the series in Minnesota? Fuck that. They want to go to the club after they win the first round series so they can chill. That's what they said. Fuck, we'll just, we'll go ahead and lose this game. We ain't really tripping. We're going to, bring the series back to Houston so that way we can win the game in Houston. We're going to go out to the club, you know what I'm saying? And then we're going to make them niggas lose in Houston. They're going to just have to fly back, so they're going to be extra sad about it. Instead of if we beat them at home, they just going to go home. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be over for them. But if we beat them in Houston, then they're going to have to catch the flight. They're going to have to think about it all the way there. You know what I'm saying? They can't just get in their car and go to their house. So I'm just telling y'all, man, the Rockets playing this. The Rockets playing this, man. Don't get overexcited. Don't let the hype get you, man. It's okay. There's nothing to be worried about. Rockets just got to get back to playing, well, they play solid defense. It's not that they haven't been in because they just got to be more consistent. That's why I told people Muthaf is a big piece, dog. Muthaf plays great defense. He causes turnovers. And with Muthaf missing, you're missing a nice little aspect of the Rockets game that people don't give enough credit for. So like I said, don't be over, don't over exaggerate it. Don't be overly upset about it. But, excuse me. At the same time, don't be, don't trip. You know what I'm saying? But, it's what it is. I'm telling y'all what it is, man. Yeah, man, it's the thing. We ain't even treating Rigo. Exactly, man. Let Rigo just a fluke, man. Don't even worry about it, y'all. Karl Anthony Towns ain't played. Look, come on, this shows you what they are. They're a good home team. Because you see what happens when they on the road. Nothing happens. They disappear. That's what's going to happen. They got to go back to Houston. All we have to do is tell our story. See, what y'all want to do is y'all want to go out there and look like Golden State. It's not going to look like Golden State, okay? Different teams are going to match up. They're going to have some teams that match up better with us than Golden State. But we have the pieces. Exactly. And so all I'm saying is, man, it's like, that's why they said throwing up the horns, beat you up, skin toe. That's hilarious that the robot reads all that shit. But again, like I say, it's one game, man. And I've told y'all all this stuff. Like, again, look, Derrick Rose. If you'd have told somebody at the beginning of the year, Derrick Rose, Jimmy Butler, Karl Anthony Towns, Jeff Teague, Jamal Crawford, Andrew Wiggins, Taj Gibson are all going to be on a team, you would say, hey, that team might contend. That team's going to do some damage. It's a solid team, okay? That's just it. The Rockets have been living and dying by the three as of late. They've been dying by the They hit 15 threes tonight, but again, they hit the fucking Wolves, one which is not a big three-point shooting team, hit 56% of their threes, though. Like, that is uncanny, not gonna happen, not worried about that shit. OKC already they already flubbed they shit up. Yeah, OKC ain't got no excuse, man. OKC already took the L, so we ain't even tripping. Each series is gonna be its own story, man. We can't be out here expecting like we just gonna be going to state and just gonna sweep. They have a whole bunch of other shit going on. Okay, we're not that. We doing our own thing. We're gonna tell our own narrative. Don't worry about how it looks. Just worry about at the end of the year, when it's all said and done, we holding up the Larry O'Brien trophy. Not the Bill O'Brien trophy, but the Larry O'Brien trophy. And we get the win, man. That's all that's gonna happen. There's no worries, man. Let's not even it's just one of those situations where it's the sum of the parts is greater than the sum as a sum. What is it? The parts as a whole is greater than the sum. Something I forgot how the shit goes, but that's all that happened. There's so many factors came together tonight. Again, Minnesota not having a fucking preseason, or not a preseason, a postseason game in a decade and some change. The fucking Rockets not really playing good defense. These motherfuckers shooting lights out, 56% from behind the arc, which will never happen again. I mean, it's just a lot of stuff that was just fell in their place. And then again, the Rockets didn't capitalize on it whenever they were down by 18, brought the game within 9, and then kind of started fucking up. The Rockets honestly needed this game, and I'm glad that this happened early because I want them to realize, I don't want them to get into that mindset. They could have got lulled into that mindset, well, we can just kind of do our thing and we can beat anybody. I'm glad they got a nice shellacking to wake them up. That's all they need. Like, the Rockets weren't ready to cruise to, the Golden State was cruising because they didn't won these and they didn't had all this other shit happening. The Rockets ain't ready for that yet. We still trying to get into the proper position. We need an ass kicking to wake us up, man. What's the motherfucking deal, man? Up, you know what I'm saying? And like I say, so there was a lot of calls that should have been, could have been, would have been. We could do that, but if some of that shit went both ways, but a lot of them went the wrong way. But we know how that is. We expect that. But man, I'm telling y'all, nothing to worry about, nothing to be upset about. I'm not even concerned about it in the slightest. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm telling everybody, like they're a good team. Like I'm saying, listen, if you'd have listed all that talent, all those names, and said this is going to be on a team, people would have been trying to say, oh, they might win a championship, honestly, or they'll give Golden State. They would be saying that if you hadn't seen the outcome of how things went this year. People would be sitting there talking about, oh, that team right there, that's a bunch of talent right there. Oh, they're gonna be good. If they're not good this year, they'll be ready in a year or two. So let's not count the T-Wolves out, man. And people have been saying they're a good team. At the beginning of the year, somehow this was a good team, and everybody was talking about how good they are. Now, it's the T-Wolves. They're a solid team. Like, this is a good team, man. It took them 7 tries, and they fucking finally got one. We're 6-1 against the T-Wolves this entire year. There's nothing to fucking worry about. You know what I'm saying? Like, nothing at all, man. Y'all can't be truly. I'll take blame for it because I didn't have proper pregame sauce. The pregame sauce was short. It was unprepared, and so I'll take the blame. If I take the credit for the Capella balling games, I'll take the blame for this game because the sauce was not properly stirred. The flavor was not appropriately managed. So I'll take that. Okay. So y'all be getting y'all be getting put in timeout because y'all be fucking with the moderators. That's why they be fucking with y'all. Get put in timeout and y'all come back cussing at them, calling them all kind of bitches and shit. They put y'all asses right back in timeout. I can't blame them for that shit. But like I say, man, I'm not even worried about it. It's okay. Like, they couldn't say his name in the first 2 games. They trying to use it as much as they could. The only thing that I'm upset about, that I'm going to be upset about when the Rockets win this first round, is that after this series, then there's no more Root Sports, no more AT&T. Then everything is on national media, and then it's going to be the worst shit. It's going to be ass then. Stop it. I gave you power. I'll take your power away. OKC playing right now. They're going to take a L tonight. But I guess I got to give Ryan his sauce, man. He called it. He said he called the T-Wolves a victory. It's all right because OKC going to lose, so it's going to be a double whammy. Let me see. Where the chat at? Oh, right here. man, like I say, man, y'all are upset. So let's hear it. You know, we got to start coming up with some post game rituals. We have all the good stuff in the beginning. We have to have something for the post game. All right. So I want y'all to drop 2 names in the chat. Okay. I want you to give your best and worst player on the Rockets today. Best player first, worst player second. So just the last names only. I want to know what y'all are feeling. I want to see what the general consensus is. Tonight's game, who was the best player, who was the worst player? Let me get that figured out. Yeah, that's what I say. The first round is always on route, and then after that, you got to suffer through the fucking national shit. That's awful. That's awful. So we're saying we talking about Rockets players. Fuck the Timberwolves players. So I'm seeing best and worst. We're seeing I said Texas get blown out. Yeah, I probably did. Yeah, but shit, you talking crazy? You probably deserve to be a timeout. Kill him, boy. Eric Gordon with his ass on a milk carton. Yeah, I mean, like I said, we got to take the stuff a series at a time, man. Best was Zochi, worst was Hardstop. Paul and Ariza, Harden, Gordon, me and Eric, James Harden first, Gordon second. He was dumpster juice. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I mean, they just got to realize, hey, man, it's finally the playoffs. A little punch in the mouth, a nice, like I said, nice little spanking just to let you know, hey, any team can come to compete at any night, and let's make it shake. I see Harden worst and Rhino best. Rhino hit a couple of little buckets. You know what I'm saying? Look, I got to give you your $50K with tax and interest. So, you know, it's kind of like the lottery. You know what I mean? So we got to take our taxes out first. We got to take about a third out in taxes. You know what I'm saying? So that $50K is going to really be like, you know, it's going to be like about 30, say about 34, maybe 30, 34, 33K. I got to do the proper taxes on your sauce, Negro. So I'll let you know exactly. I got to do the taxes on your sauce before I can just be giving out sauce. The government gonna come looking up for the sauce tax. They gonna be like, you ain't take the taxes out of Negro sauce. So I got to make sure I do your math before I can give you that $50K. Yeah, exactly, man. I'm with that too, because here's my thing. I want to see Muthaf return. I want him to be a part of it. I don't want to see him missing in the second series. So he's saying he's feeling much better. He's saying it's not as bad as the first time. And that's what I've heard about injuries like that, like with the dislocated shoulder. I can't even say it like, I'm trying to say it the fucked up way I was about to say it. And now I can't even say the discollated. Yeah, the discollated shoulder, man. Yeah, man, he discollated his shoulder. That's the shit that happened, man. I think that shit. No, but with a dislocated shoulder, they say the second time you re-injure it, that it's not as bad. When it heals up, it doesn't take as long. So, hey, Jeremiah, if you got hate in your heart, let it out. You know, it definitely should have been a sweep, because I was already thinking the shit I was going to do with the broom and all that other good shit. So I'm very upset that this wasn't a sweep. But hey, we just got to finish this series up. Look. Let's be cool, man, because hey, we could always be that time that like, remember that time T-Mac when he was with the Magic. Like, we can't be that. We can't be that shenanigan. The Pelicans are all right. The Pelicans are all right, but like I say, we just got to step it up a notch. The Rockets were a little disappointing tonight, because I think they felt like we've been doing this with these guys all year. We'll just turn it on when it counts, and I think they let them get a little bit further ahead than they intended. They didn't realize the energy with that home crowd was feeding it. I mean, the home crowd, they were going nuts. They were loving that shit. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. Man, I'm telling you that D'Antoni's a GOAT, man. A game 4 loss, I wouldn't even be worried about a game 4 loss because then, I mean, my thing would be like, okay, we'll tell them to beat us in Houston. We've beaten them in Minnesota this year. They've never beat us in Houston. Then I'd be worried about once you start seeing something like that. I'll be nervous when I see them win 4 games. That's when I'll be nervous. I'm not worried about it, man. You know what I'm saying? I feel you, man. I feel. I'm upset about the loss. Yeah, because you're like, yeah, get 4 games, get some rest. Don't wear your body out. It's gonna be a tough West. But at the same time, depending on if you go that extra game, there may be extra couple of days you need for Muthaf to be back the next round, as opposed to that being him missing another game in the second round or something. Who knows? But I guess it doesn't matter either way because it's all about the victories. It's not really about who's playing. It's about the W's. Anyway, we'll see. Yeah, but I'm not upset about the loss. I really ain't. It's just we got to do better. You know what I'm saying? We got to do better. That's all it is. So like I say, we'll wake up. And I mean, if it gets all that bad, next game's in Minnesota. And so we'll see. So, dreadhead dudes are mostly tall. So, what about, let me think. I don't know. I can't think of none. I'm trying to think of a short person with dreads. Ain't none coming to mind. Sid Wayne, shit. Yeah, but that's the thing, Gordon. That's something we can say a lot about Gordon this entire year. It's like Gordon, there's a couple of things we definitely like to see Gordon do a little bit better, but it is what it is. Yeah, man, and CP3 got to get out of that shit too. With that I want to point fingers and draw with the officials and shit, and I want to play CP3. I love what he's done for this team, but he reminds me of a guy. He just reminds me of a movie character, dog. Like the shit that the interactions with him and the officials, the shit that just he be doing, the little buddy shit he be doing. It just reminds me of a fucking movie character, man. So it is what it is. Out of Teague's annoying, but Teague ain't about shit. Teague just happy to be here, and he's happy he getting to get a little bit of shine. But he gonna be the one. He gonna be the first one to cry, in the car. He gonna be the first one to cry on the plane whenever they come back to Houston. When we beat them in 5. So it is what it is. You say, okay, see, I don't know. Look, hey, we got to see if they can make a shot in the fourth quarter. That's what we worried about them for, man. They look. You can't have that many. You can't have this many stars. I'm talking about an all-star. We only had one all-star on the Rockets, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can't have all these all-stars and be disappearing. It's over-aggressive on the pit bull. Yeah. Yeah, but that's what I say. I like to see Anderson. Anderson was cool. I was kosher with what I saw in that aspect. Actually, let's turn that down. I guess that helps, huh? Yeah, man. So, well, Astros beat the White Sox too. Okay, so 2 out of 3 ain't bad. So we had a Houston athlete retain his belt on PBC on Showtime. Rockets took the L. The Astros seem to have found the offense back. So it is what it is, man. So I mean, it's no big deal. It's no big deal. Okay, I see the Mr. Whatchamacallit. T-Wolves get back in the series. Stop it. Just stop the crazy talk. The T-Wolves are not in this series. The series was over before the series started. OKC on an 18-2 run to end the first. It's all good. I'll check into it. No, I won't. I'm not going to check into it. Okay, that's a BET. Let me see. What time is it shaking here? Now, actually. Okay, we might be able to do something like that. Man up, I just got your message. Okay. Start be like that and not play out. But, man, I'm telling you, it's you got to realize in the regular season, we played at the 5th fastest pace in the league and was winning. We played at the slowest pace of the league. We were winning. We'll be able to do things differently. The Wolves just came out with a different energy tonight. They changed up what they've been doing. The Rockets felt like they could just keep playing the way they've been playing. It was going to work. The Wolves changed up what they did tonight. You know what I mean? So it's okay. It's okay. They had to kind of do something drafted. Yeah, we're going to have a dinner tonight. Yeah, we're going to do a dinner tonight. That's what I just got a message. I'm trying to decide how I want to handle the den because I do want I fucked around, got that Far Cry. I've been fucking with that bitch a little bit. That hoe is dope. That bitch is dope. I haven't even seen the multiplayer on that Far Cry yet, so we have to see. No, say no to no Joe. Joe, I don't want to see Joe. Yeah, I don't want to see Joe. If green, I want more green, if anything. If we ain't getting more green, I don't know about Joe, man. But overall, I mean, just don't even worry about it. I mean, there's no reason to be upset about this game. It means we're going to get an extra game of Rockets basketball this season. That's all. You know, we're going to have Celtic pride every day till the Rockets win it all. You got hired at Cheesecake Factory. Oh, it's going down. Hey, everybody. Cheesecake Factory, food free, all on Bad Bot. You know what I'm saying? So, shit, just go ahead and say you get the Sauce Nation discount, and he going to hook you up at the register so you ain't got to worry about it. You know what I'm saying? Tell him, you go in there, tell him, dripping, dripping, dripping. You got to hit him with the Salt Bay move, but you got to let him know it's dripping, 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 dripping. You know what I'm talking about? And there you go. That's how you get it. So it is what it is, man. So, my pace. It's like the faster points. Yeah, just basically at which you, I guess you would. Well, let me give you the exact definition. I guess at which you are attempting shots and things of that nature. I'm going to slap the cheesecake out their faces. Look better. Who was that used to be? Was that Vince Young used to be hitting up the Cheesecake Factory and shit? Okay, that's a bet. I'm gonna look at my Twitter. I hadn't checked my Twitter really too much. I'm gonna look on there and definitely look into it. And we need some interesting topics in the den. So yeah, I'm thinking I'm trying to decide if we do the den earlier and then I'll get on the game a little bit later and just talk some shit. Fucking with I think I'm gonna fuck with the Far Cry tonight because that bitch is fun. That's it. So here's just some games you should pick up: Fortnite, PUBG, Zelda, Mafia 3. I got Fortnite, don't play it, don't want to play it. I got PUBG, and I fucks with PUBG. Zelda, I don't got a Nintendo. And Mafia 3, I've seen it, and it looks actually pretty. I played a little bit of it. So Far Cry Primal, I didn't play Far Cry Primal or Far Cry 4. The last Far Cry I played was 3. And actually the only other Far Cry I played was 3. And then I played, I just got 5. And so far, 5 it's pretty cool so far. Like I said, Far Cry is always good at telling you a good story. Hey, real family, what's the motherfucking deal? That's my partner. See, I got a partner named Real Family. I don't even know nothing about that, man. See, I be telling all my other partners, I got this partner named Real Family. Yeah, I don't even know about my partner Real Family, man. Far Cry Primal was trash. Okay. Already, man, I always appreciate a real fam. You know what I'm saying? Holding it down, keeping it real. As a matter of fact, I appreciate everybody, man. It's a little bit of a drab, not the outcome that we wanted from this game, but we can kind of see it from early on. Rockets just were not playing there. Yeah. Yeah, the Rockets going to win the next game. I'm not worried about it. Like I said, they just came out. I think their minds, they still haven't gotten that punch that they needed. And this is why I say they needed a wake-up call, because they've been playing kind of sloppy since the end of the season. The last few weeks of the season, they were just not really playing Rockets basketball. So I think that we're going to be all right. Yeah, I mean, and that's what I mean. It's just, don't be looking for me. I ain't the one. Yeah, and that's all it is. So, I mean, I'm with that. Like, you could go through that season and be like, oh, we beat everybody, we smashed everybody, and we can look at how kind of a record pace we had, the record-setting team we had, and those things may set in. They may get to you, man. And, so sometimes you need to say, oh, shit, hey, we may need to step it up a notch. We need to get back to those ways. So we'll see. We'll see what it is, man. No, but I'm just saying we talked about the wake up call. We had mentioned it though. We just need that, man. The Rockets need a wake up call. They need a little boost, man. They need a little slap in the face. They'll be all right. Yeah, that's what it was, man. We didn't get enough. We ain't get the We ain't get the likes up, man. That's what happened to the Rockets. We don't get enough likes. The Rockets don't get the W. You know what I'm saying? So we got to make sure. We got to make sure we get them pregame likes up, them pre-stream likes up. You watch Dateline? Nah, I never seen. I mean, I've never seen it, but I really don't watch it. I don't watch news. To really, I read my news, but I don't watch the news. So I don't know. I don't know, man. Like I say, it's just an unfortunate. We're 0-1 when he doesn't play. Joe equals a championship. I don't know about Joe being a championship. No, the bank ain't. See, that's what I'm saying. I'm tripping, man. The bank ain't even open. I'm slacking. Like I said, I just jumped in. I wasn't even thinking about it. But actually, Dad, that's what I want to talk about. Did you see that weak ass flex he did? If that wasn't the weakest flex that I've ever seen in my entire sporting history, dog, he wasn't even confident in his own flex. How weak is that? That was hands down weakest flex I've ever seen. Dog. He was trying to like charge his flex up. He couldn't even flex right the first time. He had to try to charge it. He's like, and then he finally got it. Like he had the power to flex up. Dog. I've never seen such a weak flex ever in my entire life. Ever. I'm disappointed. You know what I'm saying? I'm disappointed in the trashness of the flex. You know what I'm saying? Say the God of War edition PS4. See, look, we might have to plot on that though. They got a war. I've been hearing some good shit about it though. So we gonna have to see, man. We gonna have to see. You can't order nothing on Craigslist no more. They shut all that shit down. Craigslist saw what happened with Backpage and said, "Fuck that." We don't want that shit. That boy off the Backpage made $1 billion off pimping, and he ain't have to do nothing. But this is what we gonna do, man. Even though I know I opened up the bank all super late and everything. I'm going to shoot y'all all some love. I'm not going to do a little giveaway. I'm going to probably cut it short here in a second. Let me show y'all some love first. And then what time is it? Because I'm trying to decide if I want to, because I probably spend a little bit longer on the game than I do in the den. Let me see, but expect the den sometime somewhat soon. We'll see exactly what time. But, man, make sure y'all follow your boy on the Mixer. I think I'll be fucking with the Mixer tonight, man. The Twitch is cool, but the Twitch is just, I can't interact with y'all on the Twitch the way I like. Because when I do the Twitch from the Xbox, like, the chat don't be there. Like, with the Mixer, I can see the chat right there. It's just way more convenience. So I think I'm going to be fucking with the Mixer tonight. There they enjoy themselves. It's all right. Let them have one. We can let them have one. We're being nice. That was a charity game. They ain't had one in 14 years since. They ain't had one since KG been there, man. We talking about what? Sealy, Malik Sealy, and all that back in that game. That man, come on. It's all good, man. But like I said, I'm gonna shoot y'all some sauce here. If y'all fucking with the Kush, then stay tuned for that. If y'all fucking with the Mixer, it's mixer.com, HonchoSaucy. Make sure y'all follow on that because I think that's the livest thing. I think if Mixer was smart, they could be the platform. Like as far as live streaming goes, Mixer would be because they, like I say, that faster than light service that they have. I mean, it's like you basically talking to. I mean, you're talking directly. There's no delay. That's the way to. That ain't working. That's the way you do it. Money for nothing, get your kicks for free. That ain't working. All right, there we go. Okay. What the hell is a tomato, man? So that's what I'm saying. Like, that's why I don't play Fortnite, because of that weird stuff. All right, I'm going to give y'all 100K, and I'm going to leave the bank open for a little while, because usually the bank is still open when I cut the streams off. I still leave it on. I usually leave it on for about 10, 15 minutes after. I don't know what time it cuts off after the streams are over with, but as long as you're in the chat, it should still show y'all some sauce. But I'm going to shoot y'all that, and I'm calling it a wrap here. But again, like I say, I'll probably be in a Kush den. Let's shoot for like 10:30. You know what I'm saying? Pay attention around 10:30. I should be in the Kush den, and then we'll do some Far Cry after that. So With that being said, let y'all know here. So with that said, yes, we'll be about 10:30. Let's call it 10:30 in the Kush Den, and then we'll go from there, and we'll figure out the rest of it. I'm not looking at what you're talking about, real family. So with that being said, man, Sauce Nation, y'all be cool like y'all be cool. Rockets don't take the W today, but we'll be bouncing back, man. We'll win this thing 4-1. Nothing to be upset about. It's all good. Rockets just need a little slap in the face, a little water in the face. We're going to be all Gucci. Brian, we're going to chop it up. So we're going to see what OKC talking about so I can talk some trash. But again, y'all be cool like y'all be cool. Kush Den at 10:30. With that being said, I'm shucking up the deuce. Y'all stay saucy, and I'm out.